Happy Halloween, everybody. Today I'm going to do a video for you, and it's not really an ASMR video. It's a true Halloween stories video. And the stories that I'm going to talk to you about are all true. Put my hand on my heart, these are true stories. But I've got my torch here so I can make it a bit more scary. The stories I'm going to tell you are about my house. And I truly, honestly believe that this house is haunted. I have stayed in this house for 20 years. And in that time, numerous spooky, weird things have happened. First of all, I think I'll go through them as the earliest thing to the most recent. When my son was only about 3 years old, he was in his bed, and every single night I read him a bedtime story. Now, in this house, the living room's here, then it's my son's bedroom, and then it's the bathroom. So there's a landing here. And I was sitting on his bed, he was lying down, and I was reading the book. And out the corner of my eye, I saw a tall shadow walking along the hall and right into my toilet. And I honestly thought, who was that went into the toilet? I was married at the time, and I thought, was it my husband or who was in the toilet? So it was annoying me, so I got up and looked, and nobody was there. And I swear I saw it because it caught my eye as it walked by, and it was a tall figure. That's the first ghost I have in this house. I do believe I have multiple ghosts, which none of them have caused any harm or anything like that. I can't see anything bad's happened to us. But the second ghost, I believe to be the ghost of a child. And it likes to play games. I've got a cupboard up the stairs. It's usually up the stair things happen. I've got a cupboard up the stair that's got the boiler in it. And for some strange reason, every time I go into that cupboard to look for some, because I put lots of junk and everything that's in that cupboard, and every time I go in to the cupboard, something happens. It's as if it doesn't like me going in the cupboard. So there was this one time I'd been messing about in the cupboard, and I went to go out and my keys were gone. And I hunted the house high and low for my keys. I checked in the car, looked in the car to see if the keys were there. Couldn't find my keys. So I had to wait until my husband had come home before I could go out. My keys were missing for over 2 weeks. And in that time, I had hoovered, dusted, tidied up. And my brother-in-law at the time walked in, and the keys were sitting in the middle of the floor. I couldn't believe it. And I was saying the keys had disappeared for 2 weeks, and I said, who put them there? Everybody swears they didn't put them there. Nobody put them there. Nobody knew how the keys got there. But for them to be in the middle of the floor, where people had been walking, where I had been hoovering for 2 weeks, and for them to just appear was strange. Another night, my ex-husband and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law were up here, and we were having a drink. I drank at the time, and I had to fix my hat. We smoked roll-up cigarettes at the time, and I can't remember who it was. Someone, I think it was my brother-in-law, had made a cigarette and he had flung it up in the air and it vanished. And we spent half an hour hunting for this cigarette. Couldn't find it anywhere. So my husband at the time, he started making another cigarette, but me and my sister-in-law were, what happened to it? We just couldn't figure out what had happened to this cigarette. So we pulled the couch out for the wall, we took all the cushions off the couch, we stripped the place, and we eventually found it. We found it inside a newspaper, inside it like this, and it was folded over like that, and it was in the back. Now there is absolutely no way throwing a cigarette could went up, and it was just strange. So that was another thing. And my youngest daughter, has also saw the tall figure. I think she was in her bed and she woke up and she saw the tall figure. But at night time, now this is absolutely true, sometimes during the night I can hear running up and down the stair, as if something's running up and down the stair, and it's so loud. It's so loud that it startles the dogs, it startles me, but I'm half asleep and I'm thinking, no, shut up, be quiet. And then in the morning I think, oh my goodness, the ghost was really loud last night, running up and down the stair. And for the dogs to be startled and hear the same noise as what we're hearing. In fact, one time it was that loud, my daughter still stayed here in the house, and it was that loud, they're running across the hall, running, and running up and down the stair. She shouted into my bedroom, Mum, can you hear this? And I shouted back, yes, and I wish it would be quiet. So, and there's been another time, there's been so many things have happened. Another time I had a £5 note, and something was wrong with the car at the time. I can't remember what had happened, but I needed to get a taxi to the shops, and I had this £5 note, and I put it down and it vanished. And I hunted the whole house, that £5 go, couldn't find it. So I went round my kitchen, touching all the worktops, going, it's not here. On to the next worktop, it's not here. I came up the living room, on the tables, there's nothing here. I went round the whole house saying, it's not here, it's not here. So anyway, hours went by, and I thought, okay, I'll not bother going to the shops today. And I went down and made myself a cup of coffee, and it was lying on my worktop. The same worktop that I had ran my hands over numerous times and said, it's not here. And I was in the house myself. So I'm trying to think of more. My ex-husband had touched one of the lamps that wasn't even plugged in. It was not plugged into the wall, and the light turned on. And I said, that's really strange. And he said, it could be static electricity. So I'd stood for ages rubbing my feet in the carpet and touching the light bulb. Not a chance with the light bulb going. This was just a weird thing. Another thing that happens all the time is I buy batteries. I've got lots of batteries for all my lights, and every time I go to put my batteries in, they're dead. It's as if something's draining the energy of the batteries. It's so strange. So I can't think of any more to tell you. That's just a few. But the ghost that hides things, I'm sure is a child, and it likes to play games. And I have said lots of times when things went missing, please just show me where it is. And the tall figure, I do believe that's the figure of a man, because it's a big I didn't see legs or anything, it was like a shadow, but it was the outline of a person, and it was tall, and my daughter's seen the same thing, so. But whatever's in this house is happy. There's nothing nasty in it, and I would never do like the Ouija board or anything like that. I just wouldn't do it. But we've came to live with each other. In fact, one of my viewers had sent me a clip or told me to have a look at my little shop of blueberry video. It wasn't the one I done there, it was the one I done last Halloween. And there's a bit that you see an orb at my back. Now it comes down the screen like this, and then it comes down, and then it comes along the table like this. Now, I don't think it could be a dust particle that comes down like that and changes its direction like that so dramatically. But everybody's got their own opinion, and I do believe that there's spirits, angels, people watching over you, and I hope you all have a happy Halloween and a spooky Halloween. Send you all my love and my hugs.